What's up, guys? This is Michael Loris. I'm going to be casting a game not from the Star Series Season 3, not from the AA King of the Hill. This is going to be something a little bit different. I'm casting a game for Betdota. If you don't know what that is, then head on over to betdota.com. Get to place bets and have fun, and you get money showered upon you, and wealth, riches, and, you just become the king of the world, really. So head on over to Betdota if you want to take part in that. But this is going to be one of the Betdota Cups. It's going to be a themes battle. Just take a look and see if you can figure out the theme. I'll give you a second before I actually reveal it. It's mass healing. So we're going to have mass healers on both sides. On the Dire side, we have Slayer. I guess that's their team name. And the other team doesn't, so I'm probably not going to be calling them Slayer. But we have 517 playing the Dazzle. Krastovac playing the Necrolite. This is the .75 Necrolite, so you do get that Sadist bonus. Canes. I don't know how to pronounce that, dude. I'm just going to call it Canes. Canes playing the Undying Patrico on the Enchantress. And Rush. Thank you, Rush. A nice, easy name. Going to go to the bottom lane of the Juggernaut. On the Radiant scene, we have Kami-sama playing the Chen 4-Not on the Warlock. Sudoks on the Huskar. The top lane, we have Insignium and the Treant Protector and a Pony playing the Omni-Knight mid lane. So with a lineup like this, all these heroes were like pre-selected. It's going to all come down to who's playing what and how good they are. 517, well, you're going to see a Sentry Ward being dropped down, but nothing is actually going to come of that. Looks like the bottom lane is going to be a dual lane for the Dire with a Juggernaut Dazzle combo and Enchantress. So kind of tri-lane versus tri-lane. Enchantress looking for an aggressive jungle there. If Kami-sama takes this creep, it's going to get stolen right back by the Enchantress. Yes, there it is. And it does have that extra health. There's the Blade Fury right away onto the Warlock. The Warlock looks like he's going to go down from this one. He's trying to heal himself, but no. Rush with the first blood. Blade Fury, Juggernaut does technically have a healing spell, so he fits into this themed battle. But Blade Fury is what it's going to all be about. Here comes Huskar, who's been farming. Juggernaut doesn't have another Blade Fury. He's going to go toe-to-toe with that Huskar. Kami-sama taking a lot of damage. But the Dire striking first blood there. On the top lane, it's going to be a melee brawl lane. Treant Protector has gone with living armor, so he helped out the Warlock as much as he can. It is now a global cast range, so that's very useful. But Undying should have absolute dominance over this lane, simply being a melee versus melee lineup, a strength hero versus a strength hero lineup. The Undying will have quite the edge there because every single decay he lands will decrease the base damage of Treant Protector. See, look, he saps the strength from the enemy target. Sudoks is getting dovined. That's definitely the past tense of the word. By a wild Wildkin. The tri-lane from the Dire side is going to get Juggernaut as much farm as they possibly can. A Pony versus Necrolite. Necrolite should have the huge edge in this matchup. Like Omni-Knight is going to try to run at him, do a little bit of the hammer action, and actually Krastovac out of mana. The heal misses though, so ultimately it doesn't even matter. But Necrolite in this matchup, or in any matchup really, you really rely heavily on getting those last hits and dies because it gives you more health, it gives you more mana. And a Pony obviously didn't notice that it's you. But I don't know, guys. Anyway, Patrico looking for another creep to take. So far, the gold is favoring the Dire. As you would expect, this Undying forcing the Treant Protector out of lane. Treant Protector is not as good a solo hero as Undying, especially in the matchup there. Sudoks is getting quite a lot of Berserker blood, so he's going to be skipping that heal as well. The Juggernaut probably going to be foregoing his heal. He's going for stats as well as that Blade Fury, so he's going for a little bit more of a standard Juggernaut build, and really, I think they have enough heals on their team to really be okay with that. You don't need that extra healing ward, even though healing ward is probably the most potent heal that they have available to them. If it doesn't get killed, of course. If it does get killed, then you're in sad. Krastovac going toe-to-toe with a Pony. Pony taking a couple of tower shots. But Krastovac with the tangos, with the Sadist, he's actually going for Heartstopper aura. In the .75 patch, I do think that's a little bit of a mistake. You want to get as much Sadist as you possibly can, as quickly as you can, and not burn your mana and not get creep heals like that. So Krastovac, you got to get these last hits, man. 'Cause that is what's gonna fuel your death pulse. That's what's gonna give you regeneration to your health. That's why you see him going for as many denies as he possibly can get. In the meantime, on the bot lane, Huskar The Poison Touch Blade Fury combo has gone down. Heal only level 1 from Warlock. Hasn't gotten anything from this lane to bring him down. I just like watching the new 0.75 heroes, but because it's the first game I actually casted from 0.75, guys, so hooray for that. Anyway, the Juggernaut getting free farm 12 for 2 versus the 10 for 3, so not bad on both sides. Huskar going for Inner Vitality very, very early. Doesn't really do crap until you level it up, but a pony is going toe-to-toe with Krasavac. He's using Death Pulse very unintelligently, but Omni Knight's still chasing him down, being very aggressive. 517 with the Invisibility Rune, spotting out that Chen. But Krasavac, he just needs a little bit more mana and a little bit more experience, and he could just Reaper Scythe down this Omni Knight. He's got to get more last hits, got to get more denies, and he's got to get more Sadist. That's really the core spell for Necrolite. You know, aside from Heartstopper, Death Pulse, which is pretty good also, I have to say. On the top lane, Treant Protector not having the best time versus the Undying. So Undying, already with Arcane Boots, is going to be a pretty fearsome hero later on. Warlock only level 2, going for Fatal Bonds. Not going to help him all that much with that blade once that Blade Fury comes up. But Patrico going toe-to-toe with Kami-sama. Patrico is going to be forced to pop off the heal. He should be just fine in this duel. In the meantime, Juggernaut using his Blade Fury, but Huskar did get away. 517 now taking a little bit of damage. He does have his Grave, and he's going to pop it on himself. But still, that Burning Spear damage, it's stacking up, and he's going to burn to death from this one. Huskar with the spears. Only level 1, but hey, damage over time is pretty good. Patrico getting an Ursa Warrior, looking towards the bot lane. But Juggernaut doesn't have, well, he does have mana actually. He's not level 6 yet, but Trico is going to run straight into Huskar. He's going to try to juke into the trees, but yeah, that's not where you want to be. He's going to take a huge amount of damage. Blade Fury is going to come in, try to do as much damage as he can to that Huskar. He pops up a healing on himself, not going to be enough. Shadow Wave does go up, keeping Juggernaut pretty healthy. And the right clicks from the Radiant side won't be enough. 517 now going toe-to-toe with Kami-sama, but a nuke down from Chen will give Warlock a double kill. So kind of redeeming his crappy early game, crappy early death as well by getting that double kill. A little bit more gold, a little bit more farm. But Huskar unfortunately did go down that engagement. And ultimately this game is going to be all about the burst. Because heals are great, but if they don't have time to bring out the heals, then, well, they're screwed. So I gotta favor Slayer as far as the individual engagements go. The Radiant definitely have a better team fight. The Giant Rock from the Warlock, the Treant Protector, the Guardian Angel, and of course the Hand of God. Whereas Slayer are a little bit more sustained. So they gotta just survive that burst that's gonna come out from that combo. Huskar also fairly bursty with his ultimate. Juggernaut's gotta get as much farm as he can. With a preset lineup like this, it's really hard to analyze who has what weaknesses since, well, I mean, really these heroes are kind of weird. Mid tower is getting pushed down very aggressively. Krasavac already doing a lot of damage to that. Level 7 only still with 1 point in Sadist. Tower is not in deny range. Now it is in deny range. Pony's going to try to harass him back with his heal, but Krasavac taking a lot of damage from the tower. He's got to get those Sadist charges up, man. And this tower is going to go down as Rush comes in, warding away the enemy. Necrolite picks up that tower. So Slayer, the dire side, takes the first tower in this game. Now, Juggernaut looking for an Omni-Slash target. Patrico trying to bait out Kami-sama, who instantly steals the Satyr Hailcaller. But Enchantress versus Chen, Enchantress usually does have the upper hand there, because the Enchant has a much lower cooldown than the Persuasion. The Treant Protector might be in a little bit of danger. No mana, though, on the Undying. He's going to use Living Armor on himself. No Nature's Guy is going to pop off his ultimate. Krasavac can hit him with the Scythe, but the Treant Protector is still alive. The heal comes in from a Pony, and the Undying's got to run. A little bit of a mistake from the Dire team, diving this early with no mana on the Undying. But here comes Rush. Going to try to kill off this melee creep. The Guardian Angel has popped off from the Omni Knight, and this melee creep preventing the Juggernaut from actually getting that Omni Slash off, which would have been a kill most likely. But Slayer, they lose the Necrolite in a really aggressive dive. Reaper Scythe will do a lot of burst damage later on, but I mean, during that stun duration, a lot of heals could come off from the Radiant, preventing them preventing the Scythe from doing any damage. Shudux is going to dive right onto 517. You got to pop through Grave. There's the Grave. Krasavac is here, going to do a little bit of AoE damage, but he doesn't have that Scythe anymore. 517 is going to go down to the Warlock once again, and Krasavac shortly to follow, giving Huskar a kill. Enchantress has bailed out of there. So far, Slayer is getting picked off a little bit too many times, in my opinion. They are still at the gold advantage, but the experience not in favor of them. Now we see a little bit of lane swap. Juggernaut going to go for that Battle Fury, so he wants to go for the typical hard carry Juggernaut. And when you have this much early game power on your team, that is something that you're allowed to do. The Dire team does not need an early game Juggernaut; they need a late game Juggernaut to combat the the Huskar, who's going to be pretty scary as well. Going to head towards an armlet as soon as he can. There's a Tombstone getting dropped off. Going to force everyone back. Huskar's going to stand, try to kill a Tombstone. Decay going to hit the Warlock, and Rush wants to get in on this for an Omni Slash. There's the Omni Slash, going to instantly annihilate that Warlock. Blade Fury to follow. Shudux is going to go down from this. There's no escape there. Kami-sama, the last hero alive. He's on the run. Teleportation coming in. It is the Omni Knight. The Omni Knight's a little bit too far away. He's a little bit too slow as well. But it doesn't matter. It looks like Chen is going to walk away from this. Dazzle with no boots yet. Not able to catch up and actually finish the deal. Pony using his mana to harass. I mean, it's great and everything, but when there's 4 heroes here, you're going to wish you saved that spell. Here comes the Undying, going to dive straight in, hit the Decay onto Pony, bring his life down just a little bit. Pony is going to try to hide in the trees. He's doing a good job, though. Purple teleporting in, that is the Huskar. That is the Tree and Protector, I'm sorry. He does have his ultimate armed and ready. He's going to take a little bit of harassment damage as he's trying to move in for that ultimate. Looks like it's not going to happen. Oh, what are you doing there, Undying? Tombstone to block. Tombstone to block. Tombstone. There you go. Tombstone dropping down, doing a little bit of damage with the zombies, but Undying's taking a huge amount of damage. He's going to get healed up, and he looks like he's going to be fine for just this moment. There goes the Warlock Golem. Going to do a lot of damage, and the Hand of God. This is the AoE I was talking about. The Undying somehow still alive with all the decay. Krasavac now going to be the one in danger, getting chased down, but the damage from the Radiant side isn't low enough, and here comes the Juggernaut. Going to clean up 1, going to clean up 2, going to clean up 3. Is he going to get 4? Yes, he's going to help his team get 4, and then Chen is the last one to fall. So the Dire baited the Radiant all the way through that Tombstone. The Radiant did not kill that Tombstone off. They really paid for it by losing all 5. That zombie damage. Look at all this strength. The Undying, huge, huge, huge. Even with no Soul Rip, usually you want to get only 1 point decay since the Strength Steal stays static. You want to get that Soul Rip for the heal. It would have saved himself a lot easier, especially since there was like 1,000,000 units in that area. It would have been like 100 maxed out heal. What was that, 500 heal? Max units 20. Heal per unit 25. Yeah, so that's 500. That would have been a pretty much full heal there, but he got out regardless. 106 on him, and they want to keep going. Necrolite only with 1 point of status. I do think that this is a mistake. For a 0.74 Necrolite, yes, sure, get the Heartstopper's aura because status isn't that great. But when you get so much from killing off creeps and heroes now, it's really a mistake to skip it. Poison Touch is going to go out to Huskar, as well as the Weave from Dazzle. Can they kill off this Huskar? He's very tanky, but he's taking a lot of heals as well. He's going to slowly get brought down. There he goes. Rush uses his ultimate on him. A little bit of overkill in my opinion, but hey, a kill's a kill. They're going to take down this tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. As Kami-sama has spotted out the Courier, trying to get it, but now Kami-sama is going to be in a little bit of danger. Courier spotting him out, a little bit of the turning tables there. 517 does get that Poison Touch on him, and the damage from the Juggernaut is going to swipe down that Chen. Now the Tree and Protector a little bit out of position, does have his ultimate, but it's not going to save him from this one, I don't believe. The tower is doing a lot of damage, but he's sitting in the Blade Fury. Pony is here with the giant heals, but he's going to use it on himself at full HP, just offensively, not what you want to do. Pseudos is going to try to bring that Krasavac, but he should be fine to teleport away. Yes, he is. And now Pony is on the run. Do they have any slows? This is a long range enchant plus a decay. Pony's trying to juke out. He's going to heal himself as well. Are there any more heals coming in? Doesn't look like it. Rush is trying to run away as well. Pony has popped out the Propel. Is it going to be enough? Right click damage? No, there is not going to be enough. 517 and Patrico taking a lot of damage from Sudux, but the Blade Fury is there from Rush. Going to go toe to toe with this Huskar. It's going to be close, but with the Enchantress impetus damage, it is going to be enough for the Juggernaut to bring down that Huskar. Now the Warlock playing Ring Around the Rosie with the Undying, who is out of mana once again. Teleportation coming in from the Tree and Protector, but the Undying has to fall back. Undying so damn tanky. And what are you doing there, Chen? That's not where you want to be, because everyone from Slayers is still here. Chain Protector's got to back out. Warlock has got to back out. And Slayer taking a 10 kill advantage with that giant skirmish. Because, well, the Radiant, their team fight relies on one big, clumped up, just stomp fest. Slayer, they want to skirmish. They want to have that exact fight. So that, for their team comp, the Dire side had the perfect engagement there. Tombstone getting dropped off and the Treant Protector taking a lot of damage. Once again, he still does not have his invisibility, but the huge heals, as well as the Warlock Rock getting dropped down on everyone from Slayer. They gotta run, hopping down that weave. The Undying is tanking at the tower. The only one to go down is the Dazzle. The damage is huge stacking up there. And the strength stolen from Undying. Look at all these stacks of strength. It's a lot of health right there. Plus a hood, he's pretty much invulnerable. All the while, Krastovac on this top lane. Maxed out Heartstopper Aura. Once again, you don't want to be doing that. You want to get Sadist with this 0.75 Necrolite. He's been pushing down the top tower this entire time, and Rush on the run. He does have an Omni Slash, so he could turn around, but the Warlock Golem was probably going to tank up most of those hits, leaving the Warlock pretty healthy. Oh, well, that was quite an engagement there. 7-16 is the score. See, Krastovac is getting some Sadist charges, but it's only level 1. So he's not able to support this Death Pulse, and he's forced to get Arcane Boots and bring Basilius. Omni Slash onto Kami-sama. Only a level 1 Omni Slash, but that will give Juggernaut a level 2 Omni Slash. Bringing down that Chen. Bounces all of them, hitting that Chen perfectly. Krastovac is going to go for this tower, which does have living armor on it. He's taking a lot of damage from that Leech Seed, popping off that heal. He looks like he is going to get away. Treant Protector doesn't have any of his spells up, and Necrolite, yes, with his heals, is going to be tanky enough to get out of there. But if he had Sadist, it would have been no big deal at all. This tower is going to get denied by Orange, it looks like. He knows what to do. Sacrifice the tower. Oh, come on. Kidding me, man? Keep in mind, guys, that these are not your S+ tier players. You know, these aren't your Maos, your Na'Vi, your Empire teams. Don't even know who these guys are. But so far, Slayer have been taking pretty good fights. Undying, surfing at low HP, which is exactly what you want to do on an Undying, and also an Undying with the giant heal comp. You want to look like you have only this much HP in your bar. But if you have more than that, then, well, that's just perfect. Because that much HP on your bar is like a couple thousand points of HP. Am I supposed to be holding down the voice chat because there's someone else in this broadcast channel? I actually have no idea. I'm sure I would have heard about something along those lines by now. Yeah, whatever. It looks fine, I guess. So, we have a little bit of a pause here. Let's take a look at the gold advantage. Not surprisingly, in favor of the Dire. EXP earned as well in favor of the Dire. The 10 kill advantage, now a Battle Fury up onto Rush. He could farm all day, but it looks like that's not what they want to do. Slayer, they feel like they're on a clock and they're making very aggressive pushes. But hey, if you're ahead, then you have that freedom to do as much aggressive play as you want. Chen is the only one here to defend this bottom tier 2 tower, and it's going to go down to the Juggernaut. It's going to help out his farm quite a bit. Krastovac is going straight for a Sheep Stick. Very interesting build coming out from the Necrolite. Usually you want to get a mech, especially since there's no mech on his team. I feel like once again that's a little bit of a mistake from the Necrolite. Getting items that, even though they're effective, they're not the best. Krastovac is getting a little bit of damage from the Omni Knight. Omni Knight without mana though shouldn't be able to finish off this kill. And still level 1 Sadist? I have no idea. Shuko might be caught out a little bit off guard. There are wards spotting out his movement. But it looks like it's going to be Roshan time. With the level 4 healing ward, plus an Undying to tank, and, you know, level 2 Shadow Wave. Should be able to take down this Roshan. They don't have any minus armor, so it could take a little bit. But the Radiant have no idea that this is happening. The Radiant, yeah, they're none the wiser. They're just farming, de-warding, doing the normal things that you would do if the other team is not going for Roshan. But unfortunately, the other team is going for Roshan. His healing ward does get dropped. Going to keep Undying very, very healthy. Once again, Krastovac going to go toe-to-toe with a pony. He's instantly going to teleport out. No way to interrupt that. The burst damage from Omni Knight is pretty big. But it looks like Omni Knight's going to go for a more battle-oriented build. Going to rely on his teammates to support. But still, there's no mech on either side, which seems a little bit silly. Right? If you're going for mass healing, you might as well go all the way Undying. And Dazzle going to try to get this Warlock. The Poison Touch is going to mini-stun out of that teleportation, and the Warlock is going to go down. No idea what language this is, guys, but the Warlock has dropped. And also, Omni Slash with a double damage rune attached to that. Going to bring down the Chen in the mid lane. Huskar is very low on HP. Is he going to live through this? Rush. Going for an Aghanim Scepter, so these Omni Slashes are going to be fearsome. Slayer, they're just taking individual engagements, which is exactly what they got to do. The Radiant, what they need to do is just group up and take a big fight. Because with the Rock, with the Treant's ultimate, they should be able to do it. The problem is, Omni Knight has been using his heal primarily as an offensive tool. Guys is going to let them get close to the Undying. He's going to pop off everything he has, but he's... Oh no, big mistake. The Treant Protector using his ultimate for that. And like, yes, he got the kill, but now with the upcoming fight, it's not going to look good for them. These zombies are slowing them down by quite a bit. The rockets dropped, hitting all four. The Juggernaut is still very close. Sudok's taking as much healing as he can, but he does go down to the Enchantress. Impetus damage, huge burst there. Juggernaut going to spin through the Treant Protector, and now everyone else from the Radiant side is under attack. Pony going to get scythed down, and Sudok's has bought back. He's going to try to hold on to this fight, but the healing ward is down. They have to kill the healing ward. There it goes. The Fatal Bond's doing a lot of damage. Kami-sama on the run, taking a huge hit from that Impetus. Juggernaut, unfortunately, unable to chase that down, but he does have an Aegis to the Immortal, so he should be fine for just a little bit more, but he is in a very bad position. Huskar is there now with the Flame Break, but a spin, teleportation. He's going to get out of here, and now Warlock is going to take a fall as well, taking a 1 vs 3 fight. Never what you want to have happen. 517 getting chased down by the Huskar. But the heals from Dire look like they're going to be a little bit more potent than the heals from the Radiant. Even though the Radiant do have some pretty good burst healing. The constant healing from the Necrolite, constant healing from the Enchantress, as well as Dazzle. Simply a little bit too much. The tower does get defended, but at what cost? 8 to 23 as Slayer take a very crushing fight. I feel like the Treant definitely wasted his ultimate there. And you could see that if he saved his ultimate for when the rest of the Dire came in, then it would have been fine, but the Undying can take a lot of damage now. Going to Soul Rip himself. So he's going to try to stay as healthy as he can. There's the heals from the Dazzle as well as the Shallow Grave, so the Undying isn't going to die anytime soon. But the Hand of God as well as the Guardian Angel has gone down. But Omni Slash not hitting all that much because there's a lot of units there, but the Huskar does go down. One more Impetus is going to bring down the Treant Protector. Now Pony is on the run, taking a lot of damage, as well as Kami-sama going to get earned down. There he goes. Patrico taking a dominating streak. And the Healing Ward from Rush is keeping everyone alive. You're on the Radiant, you got to kill this healing ward because it is the most powerful healing tool that the Dire have on their team. Tier 2 tower is going to go down, try to get denied by that Warlock with no buybacks on their team. Slayer will have 10 seconds of free pushing time. Don't know if 10 seconds is actually enough to bring down this tower. It looks like it's going to be because Undying has a lot of strength in his hands. Impetus damage pretty big on this Warlock. 2 hits bring him down to a third of his HP. This tower is going to go down, but the ultimates are not up for another 20 seconds, so the Radiant cannot fight this. Constant heal is going to fly out. Tombstone drops right in the middle as well. Going to force some targeting. Pony is trying to go for that, but the Blade Fury from Juggernaut is going to bring down the Treant Protector with the help of the Necrolite. Now the heal is going to go off onto the Huskar, trying to keep him alive, but the Reaper Sight says, no sir, you are going down. Kami-sama also on the run. He's going to get dropped. Now the last one to fall is going to be... Oh, the Impetus damage from long range. Plus 299 is going to bring down the Omni Knight. So guys, it looks like that this is going to be the end of it. The Radiant have run out of gas. The healing power from the Dire, the damage from the Dire, more importantly, simply too much. You see the Radiant, they have 4 defensive heroes and 1 offensive hero. Whereas Slayer, they have the Enchantress, they have the Juggernaut, they have the Undying, they could all put out some pretty good damage by themselves, and Necrolite as well. So I feel like the Dire just have a little bit of a better draft naturally. A lot more offensive capabilities there. Huskar did not get enough protection that he needed to actually carry this game. There goes the giant teamfight ultimate combination I was talking about, but there's not enough damage follow-up with that pipe. No way for the Radiant to win this fight now. Rush with the Omni Slash, going to bring down 1, 2, unstoppable streak on Patrico, but Rush is going to, just barely survive. He's going to get Shallow Graved as well. Pony looking to get that kill, but he's unable to do so. And the heal is going to burst Juggernaut back up on health. They're wasting their time chasing this Juggernaut. Just kill these Raxes, take the game. Thanks for watching, guys. The GG call has been called. There it is from Insignium. He's had enough. Pony going to try to go toe-to-toe with Patrico, but it's not going to happen. It might happen. He has complete invulnerability right now. Run! Run! Oh, 299 again. There's a GG call, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been, I don't know what it has been, actually. One of the cups for Betdota. Go check them out. And otherwise, if you're watching on stream, which, judging by the stream numbers, I don't think anyone is, but who cares? Make sure you check out my YouTube channel where I have all of my cast. At this point, it is just Slayer fountain farming, the Radiant side, who quite frankly got a little bit outclassed in this game. 8 to 35. It's not exactly what I would call a fair fight. But I also feel like the predetermined picks kind of screwed over the Radiant. They had to play a very defensive style revolving around this Huskar. They had to get this Huskar kills. But Slayer, they had a lot more damage output. Their heroes just naturally deal a lot more damage. I guess that's kind of why the Omni Knight decided to go for a little bit more of a battle build, but really, there's no way that you can make Warlock do damage. There's no way that you can make Chen do damage. And Treant Protector, I guess you could make him go for like a Radiance build. That used to be actually pretty decent. Come on, guys. Really? Is this necessary? So I guess a Radiance build would have been kind of viable on this Treant Protector. But that's it, guys. This is just BM at this point. Just finish the game. Come get healed. Trico going toe-to-toe with the tree. I don't know how a little dinky enchantress deals with a giant tree like that. That's going to be it, guys. I think that we're in for one more game where the team comps are switched. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more of a closer fight. I really determine if Slayer is a better team or if they got a better comp. And now they finally, focused, got their game together, and finished it. Yep, they're not done yet. Never mind. I lied. They're going to fountain farm. See, the Huskar does not have nearly enough for what he for the damage that he needs to actually kill someone. Like the Enchantress could toe-to-toe him. There we have it, guys. Pretty big stomp from the Dire. Hopefully we'll have one more of these so we can see a little bit more of this interesting team composition business. Thanks for watching, guys. GG.